It's a circle. It's a circle of life.
We're alive.
Yeah. We were bound to be something.
I believe I am Memorex.
It would be way strange if we were dead.
I mean, some days I feel that way.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Philip.
I'm Tommy.
Welcome to RCX UnPHILtered, where we talk about some stuff.
We do talk about stuff. And
mostly Gregory.
Occasionally things.
But tonight's going to be all about Gregory.
I'm going to do the Will Smith. Keep my... Cody, or better yet, Cody will come up here and slap you.
Don't make Tess slap you, Gregory.
I wouldn't.
All right. Yeah, it's a week.
It is.
So we'll try to get this going.
Yeah, I'm still tired from Saturday.
Yeah, I'm tired from watching y'all on Saturday.
Ugh, it was a long day.
What?
This is true. Goodbye.
Bye, Gregory. I helped. I carried out that single card. Leave me alone. Exactly.
Yep.
All right. We have stuff going on. I guess we'll talk about books, Free Comic Book Day. Tess's earrings aren't quite as large as they was last week.
But they're still pretty.
But they're still pretty large, so we may get to that. Her hair's bluer and not as purplish as it was. So we can get to that in that conversation.
It's a secret surprise. You can't see it quite yet.
She's got a modeling gig tomorrow.
Oh, yep. Yep.
So there's all kind of things going on this week. Yeah.
Just really cool.
Yeah, her social media antics is taking her far. She's got a modeling gig and
right.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna start with books. We'll come back to stupidity in a little while, which it could be books. Whoa, it all shaking. First, we're gonna start with Nightwing issue 103. I actually like the cover with
I do too.
With the postcard.
I like it a lot.
The postcard spinner rack is
yeah.
actually really cool. So, well, in this issue, we're continuing on with the pre-Titans Titan story.
Yeah, it is very much a Titans book right now, which I'm fine with. It's fantastic. If this is the caliber of story we're going to get in the Titans book, it's going to be amazing. I am very excited. Again, it's Tom Taylor. He doesn't seem to be able to write a bad book.
There's some really good dialogue with Cyborg and a computer.
So basically the Titans go to hell and then they go to like the computer lab in hell and Cyborg's like, oh my God, this is the worst place ever. And they're like, yeah, we're in hell. Of course it is.
What do you expect?
But yeah, it's so entertaining. There's this adorable little girl.
Yep.
Who punches Wonder Woman. It's it's such a fun book. God.
Yep. It's really good. So,
Gregory and I were talking about this earlier. Like we were talking about this Dawn of DC because he was reading one of the new books and he opened to that double page spread of like the stuff that's come so far, and then like we're getting like little sneak peeks of what's coming, and it like the Hawkman symbol or Hawk Girl, I guess. Yeah, this exactly. Right. We were talking about this because we got the little hawk symbol over here. And we were talking about how the Dawn of DC so far is the best, and I use the term loosely, reboot that DC has done since the New 52. Now, the New 52, there were a handful of books that were like absolutely amazing. There were a handful of books that were complete garbage, and a lot of it was just the most of it, like 85% of it was just in the middle, like very mediocre, just okay, but nothing exciting. So far, every book in the Dawn of DC has been incredibly fun.
Right.
And I am excited for that to continue. Like, I don't care about Green Arrow, but I'm excited to see the book because if it's it's coming. If I remember correctly, next week.
Yeah,
we're
so
getting Green Arrow next week.
We'll be here next week.
Yeah, I am so excited to read that.
And this is when Titans 1 comes out, and then this will be when Wonder Woman and Flash 1 come out.
Yeah, it's been so much fun. Like, and part of this is, as you guys have heard us talk about the last few weeks, we're both really enjoying all the Superman books, which Superman's not a character that either one of us has ever cared about. Our favorite Superman story up until now was when he was dead.
It really is.
Like, both of us.
Yeah.
Like-
His a standard Superman story is probably the death of Superman. That whole year.
Like, All-Star Superman's amazing,
Yeah,
but it's the
right.
best Superman fan fiction ever published.
Right.
Like, it was Superman fan
Yeah, and
fiction.
there's Elseworld stuff that's really good, like Red Sun,
Yeah.
things like that. But as
But
far
it's
as
Elseworlds. It's
but
not,
it's all right.
Yeah.
But as far as the in continuity stuff, it's
But
it's the first time that I've enjoyed Superman as Superman.
and like, I'm going to backtrack because we'll get to Superman in a minute. But like,
We
Nightwing,
will.
without question, is the best superhero comic being published right now from any company.
Right.
Like, would you agree?
Oh yeah, it's by far the best superhero book coming out.
The
right
last time DC published a book that I was this excited about was Booster Gold right after Infinite Crisis. So it's been a while. That was like 10 years ago.
But yeah, it's Nightwing is definitely the whole. And to be fair, I'll give it a notch. Like, my favorite part is Barbara's Oracle again. Like, that helps a lot.
It
for
does.
me,
Yeah.
because that is the first time that she was interesting. Like, before that, she was just another Bat character.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Bat Girl. Like, he was like almost like another sidekick, and like there was some cool stuff. But like when she became Oracle, that is when it.
Birds of Prey was when she really became a top tier, like A-class character.
In Nightwing 103.
Yeah. And honestly, if you haven't been reading, you are missing out. It is the best.
And there's 3 trades out right now. Volume 1
Volume 1, Fear State,
and
Volume 2.
I can't worry about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fear State a little volume, and I don't know why.
Fear State's really Volume 2, and Volume 2 is Volume 3.
I can't help it. Next up, we continue our Dawn of DC with Superman number 3. So this is the Williamson story, which actually this is probably my favorite. I like this over Action. Just I don't know why.
And
I think it's Supercorp.
Yeah. How in the world have they made Lex Luthor one of the most interesting characters in the DC universe? I don't understand. I love literally everything to do with Lex in this book. It's so bizarre. Like, I'm not a fan of villains. Like, stories
not
about
either.
villains, just not my jam. I want my heroes to be heroic. Like, I don't even really enjoy reading Punisher because he's not really heroic. He just shoots dudes in the face. It's not my jam.
It's true. He does.
But I don't know, man. They just made Lex so compelling, and he's like hilarious and sarcastic, and he's a genius. Like, he is just in the comics forever. Lex Luthor has been like the best of humanity, but also the worst.
Yeah. It's a tad misguided.
And they just do such a good job where it's almost like what? I get where Superman's coming from now. I understand it. And I think it's because of the whole, like, when Superman was like, actually, I'm Clark Kent. I'm going to tell the world I'm Clark Kent. And Lex was like, no, not having that. So Lex erases the world's memory of him being Clark Kent.
Spoiler alert.
That happened months ago. So if you haven't
It was
caught
in
up,
issue
then-
1000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
whatever.
1050.
1050. Yeah. Sorry,
Action
not
1050.
1000. That was years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
1050. All
like
that
they
happened.
made Lex an incredibly interesting and compelling character, and it drives me crazy because I don't want to care about Superman or Lex Luthor.
And this
But-
one finishes up this is a 3-part story. So issue 3 ends up the Parasite storyline. Now there's a much larger story going on, but this is the final part of the Parasite storyline.
And
so.
if you're a fan of like sort of the C-list villains, like Livewire shows up in this, and they're setting up for a Silver Banshee story arc coming in the next story arc, I guess.
Yeah.
Livewire
has the best line in this book. So I'm going to read it because it's great. Spoiler alert. Basically, they go get Livewire out of prison, and she goes, "Why is Parasite dressed as Superman? I guess I shouldn't shame him. I like to dress up as Supergirl for the right occasion." It made me laugh.
Anyway, all the super books right now are really good, and we're not gonna go in length about this, but the new Superboy book, the Connor Kent book, I don't think it's gonna hold my interest because again, it's a Superman book. But the first issue was really well done. I'll just leave it at that.
And it's Connor.
It's Connor. Like he's a fun character.
Like for me, Connor's only ever been done well in Young Justice animated.
Fair.
I've liked Connor in that. The books itself, it's never.
His first issue dropped today, and super fun. Like very entertaining. Very much like I need to prove myself because Connor showed back up in a world where no one remembers him. And now he's like, I got to prove myself because there's 17 Superboys right now.
Yeah.
So
that basically happened to the whole Young Justice.
Yeah.
They did the whole, I guess it was a year or so ago when Young Justice came back. So
yeah. So anyway, new Connor book, fun.
Okay, we're going here.
All right, we're gonna talk about some books I haven't read.
Yep. So this is Avengers Assemble Omega #1, but it's really the finale, right? This is the end of Jason Aaron's Avengers run, which didn't happen in Avengers. It happened in Avengers Assemble Omega 1. So this is them bringing together Avengers Forever.
Like the multiverse Avengers?
Yeah, it was basically everything was brought into this. So just wanted to point it out that everything is in here. The Council of Dooms, Mephisto.
And it's a big fat issue.
So all you people who keep going, oh, it's Mephisto, he's in here. I'm letting you know he's in here. Okay. If you want him, he's here. That's where he is. So we got a Celestial. See, Celestial. So, and this is Tony Stark, just so you know. This is drunk Ant-Man Tony Stark if you haven't been reading Avengers Forever. There's some crazy stuff going on in here, but you get the Avengers 1000 or 1 billion BC.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. So all of them come in
there.
Like
I read the first couple story arcs of Jason Aaron's run. I loved them, and then I fell behind and just never caught back up. And the Avengers 1 billion BC were great. Like Ghost Rider as a woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
On fire.
Old Man Logan right there.
He's the crankiest.
Yeah. Namor. So anyway, wanted to bring that up. We're going through these quick.
We can't talk about this one.
So this is DC Silent Tales, and I'm bringing this one up because I actually like silent books. So it is all art that tells the story. It's no words in it at all. So, and there's all kind of weird. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Is that the bug dude from Shazam?
I don't know. I think he got into something. I can't remember.
Oh,
yeah, he got into like some radioactive goo.
Oh, sure.
So but there's just a whole bunch of stories in it from it's just the one creator, Gustavo. Yeah.
Gustavo Duarte.
Yeah. So sorry, but he does this book, but it's all his art, all little stories, just fun little stories. So I enjoy these books. So there was even a Lobo.
That was Lobo Silent. Is that a Nazi vampire he was fighting?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, man. It's quite all right. So, but I like those books. So do that. Here, we'll talk about my pick of the week, and then we can go back to your pick of the week. So,
okay.
My pick of the week is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Recharged, Volume 1. Which this is issues of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 100 through 102. This is basically kind of when it wasn't a reboot, but they basically started bringing back a lot of the villains. It's a good jumping on point for the Power Rangers. So if anyone's been looking for a good jumping on point there, this is it. Basically, Rita has become the most powerful villain there is, and Lord Zed is really left to do the only thing that he can do, and he joins the Power Rangers. Because
All right.
it's a bad day for Lord Zed.
All right.
So just saying, it's a very bad day. So, and then it leads into some really cool covers. If you didn't get single issues,
Oh yeah, I love that Pink Ranger cover.
The
Was that
Friesen,
Jenny
Friesen.
Friesen? Yeah. God, so
So-
pretty.
But yeah, there was a whole lot of stuff here. But it's you get. I think this is the introduction of like the Dark Ranger and stuff too. So it was really cool. And then Tommy's pick of the week is Girl Taking Over, a Lois Lane story,
Let me tell you,
which is
I was not expecting to enjoy this book nearly as much as I did.
because it's a graphic novels.
It
for
is
young
it is
adults.
a YA graphic novel. And you know, those every DC YA graphic novel I've read has been fun and I've enjoyed them, but I have not loved them. I loved this one.
No accounting for taste, but it's fun.
I absolutely adore this book. And part of it was like I did not expect to like it because the middle grade Lois Lane book didn't really enjoy. Like
Well,
neither of us did.
Yeah, it was.
It
I-
seemed really out of character for her, and I don't know, something was wrong with it, and we didn't.
And I
neither-
usually like those books, but the Lois
Yeah.
Lane one wasn't. Well,
Yeah,
Number one, it wasn't made for me.
that's true. It's true. We are not tween girls, so it was not made for us. So maybe a young lady would have a different experience reading that book than two
Probably.
old white dudes.
What?
Um,
I can't believe it.
this one, however, gives me the Lois Lane at 16, 17. I think actually she might be a little bit older because I think takes place in the summer in between high school and college. They don't give you a really firm date on that. But unlike every other Lois Lane story I've ever read, she's Asian, which, given the creative team, makes sense because both the writer and the artist are Asian.
Right.
And it is it's Lois going to the city for an internship in this in-between phase between high school and college, where she's got this life plan where it's going to end up with her winning all of the Pulitzers. That's her words, not mine. All of the Pulitzers.
What?
So she's got an internship at Catco, and the day she shows up for her first day of work, dude is there firing Cat Grant, who started Catco, because some big corporation has bought Catco, and they've decided we're going to go in a different direction. So they fired Cat because her ideas are too, not in the mainstream. And so Lois has to work around this guy while getting everybody's coffee and lunch and doing all the work of a crappy intern, where she was expecting to have this great experience because when she interviewed with Kat was talking about, like, I enjoyed your writing from your high school paper and I want you to pitch ideas and be involved in meetings and blah, blah, blah. And now she's relegated to coffee and lunch. And of course, that doesn't sit well because it's Lois Lane. And she's going to do everything she can to stand out. And another big part of it is that her childhood best friend, who they had a falling out in middle school and her best friend moved away. And they don't explain it up front what the falling out was about. But the moms, Lois's mom and her best friend's mom, got together and they were like, we're going to make them spend the summer together and make them be roommates, which would be safer for them, two young women in a city by themselves. It's safer if they're together. Also, we're going to reconnect them because they were best friends as children and they need to be best friends again.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which, of course,
That always goes well.
it doesn't start off well, but it ends amazing. I love this book. It is everything I want in a book right now. It's fun. It's topical. It will make the people who subscribe to the gospel according to Fox News angry. It's the things that I want in a book right now. It's super fun. Of it. I don't know what else to say.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And there you have it. It's girl over.
Girl taking over, and she did.
So yeah, and the writer did the Shadow of the Bat young adult with Cassandra.
Yeah,
Kane,
which
so-
I did not read, but now
Which
that I've
is-
read this, I am absolutely gonna read.
Which is also another fabulous. Like I've enjoyed most of the young adult.
Yeah, this has actually the end of this is like a 10 or 12 page teaser of the Shadow of the Batgirl.
Oh,
Graphic
that
novel.
also makes sense.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I love that book so much. I read it way faster than I should have because I was just so into it. So I need to go back and really look at the art because I know there were some details that I missed, but there's like double page spreads of like there's a lot happening in the background, and there was one particular moment of like Lois like thinking back on all of the moments that made this summer so special, and it's like a very family circus kind of thing. It's like a layout of the city, and then like this memory's here and this memory's here and this memory's here. It was really fun. I liked it a lot.
art for art's sake.
Yep.
So cool. So what else you got going on, Tess?
The quality of the live stream is really bad for some reason.
Huh.
I'm
It's
not-
probably called Comcast.
Yeah.
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 Not
Yeah.
much. I don't own them.
I know. I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah. Hopefully when it gets uploaded later, it'll be better.
Maybe.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know the difference between a live stream and then when you upload it. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
Yay.
Once again, I'll say the same thing that I used to say on the Facebook Live show. I don't control the softwares or the
Yeah.
interwebs. Not much I can do there.
Mm-mm.
Look, the series of tubes that make up the internet seem to be clogged. So what you need to do is take your computer, fill up your bathtub. No, just kidding.
Yeah, put the computer in the bathtub.
Yeah.
please.
Just need to clean out the tubes.
Or someone go make sure that the Cat 5 cable's not crinked up. that way you can.
I'm allergic to cats. I can't do it.
Yeah. I'm sure somewhere in Midlothian someone has cut some line somewhere with all this construction that they're doing.
Oh my God, yes, there's so
'Cause
much.
It happened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
where they cut it was a Sunday morning and they were working up the road and they cut the trunk.
Not as bad as 2 weeks ago when the entire state of Maryland lost power.
Well, yeah, but that was who could do anything about that squirrel? Stupid squirrel. Yeah, our entire distribution center that we have to order stuff from, they shut down because they had no power.
Yep.
Yeah,
Super convenient.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it was the whole area in Baltimore. They just lost power and then their website went down. So it happens.
It happens.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's a bad day.
Yeah. Like I was annoyed all day. I can't imagine how they reacted. Like,
Dealing with the annoyance.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they slept through it. It didn't bother them. I know it irritated retailers all day.
Yeah.
How dare Diamond not have power?
They are in charge of the power grid. That's all I know.
Once again, if they would just straighten out the cables.
Iron them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If they had just washed their computers in the
washed
tub and then straightened out their cables, ironed them. like you
Ironed them,
said. Yeah.
Like, come on.
Especially if they had ironed the cables while they were washing them in the tub. I
Yeah.
feel like that
yeah,
That's
that
the way
is
to
a
do
good
it.
call. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that is the way to do it.
that would be. Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
So, but yeah, sorry.
We only give the best advice.
Yeah.
I only have the best advice. I don't know what else to give, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's tired because he did a show this weekend.
I did.
I'm tired because I went and watched him do a show this weekend
Sure he did.
at Powhatan.
Like he didn't show up until like 2:00 after I'd been there since 8, but it was
Yeah,
fine.
fine.
It's fine.
And Tess is yawning over there because she did a show this weekend.
she,
in Powhatan.
Like I'll be honest, I was both looking forward to the show in Powhatan, and then I was also a little bummed because my friend James and I, for the last few years,
Trader. I mean,
for
yeah.
the last few years, James has been my show buddy. Like whenever I did a show, James came out and helped. And like we did a show where like I had a hip replacement basically a month before this show. So James was like, I will do all of the physical labor. And all I had to do was sit there. Anyway, but James moved to Seattle because he got a good job that he really enjoys. Whatever, making the world safe against drug cartels or whatever. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't think you were supposed to say that out loud.
But so anyway, James wasn't here, and I was like, I'm gonna have a sad show because I'm gonna be there by myself all day. But then Tess was there all day, and it was a delight. We had a good time. We made fun of people. I mean, we talked a lot and discussed things that were fun, and it was a good day. It was a good day. We're gonna do it again next year.
Yay.
Probably gonna move it back to February because we did it on a week where all the spring sports were happening. So the turnout was not what I had hoped for, but everyone seemed to have a good time. Everybody had a good day. The people who showed up were very positive and seemed to have a really good day. So definitely going to keep doing the Powhatan Comic-Con.
Just some minor tweaks.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Tweak
some stuff
here, tweak there.
Yep, we're gonna start working on it earlier for next year. This year it was kind of like we didn't get a date until like 6 weeks before the event, so everything was very last minute.
Yeah, and then it was trying to just throw everything together.
Yeah. So I expect next year will be much bigger, much better. We'll have more artists, more vendors, more everything.
More Tesses.
Yeah. Oh man, are you like a mogwai? If we get you wet, will you multiply?
Shh, don't tell anyone, but yes.
Oh, man.
And
I
don't
know.
feed her after midnight.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. Not
Yeah,
a good idea.
things go really bad. Things go really bad at that point. So yeah, we don't go there.
Yeah, let's not.
We're
2
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. from
2.5
Free Comic
weeks
Day?
from Free Comic Book Day. So
Yay.
that's happening.
Yep.
So a lot still going on there. I see my light came back on, so I don't have to fix that
Yet.
yet.
it,
Pretty sure I just fixed that. light,
it didn't come on yesterday, but today it's fine.
because I showed up.
There's
So as long as it comes on Free Comic Book Day when I'm here, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we got Free Comic Book Day coming up. Well, I'll be doing a video on those books. Oh, we got more books.
Yeah, you've got like 3 or 4 more boxes back there.
So I'll be doing a
this
video on Free Comic Book Day books probably next week, unless I get really excited and do it tomorrow, but I doubt it. Film it. I can film it. So it'll probably be next week because I have to get all the books and sticker.
Yeah.
Sticker.
There's a lot of books.
Yeah.
A lot of books.
Has the Marvel ones come in yet?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Oh, that is part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I couldn't remember.
Like half of that is the Marvel stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
So then that pretty much is everything. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of that. That's going to be an exciting day. We'll be promoting that heavier starting this week.
Yeah.
So because we've got a lot of stuff coming, a lot of people coming, like creators and vendors, and
Yep.
I think you added another vendor.
I
this
did
past
add
week.
another vendor this week. One of the folks, and I believe they were here when we had the Free Comic Book Day in the fall.
Oh, right.
A couple years ago. They do like 3D printed nerdy stuff, and then they hand paint them. And they had a Falcor that was like really cool, and he had, I mean, it's white, so I was like, what do you need to paint it for? But it looked so cool.
Right.
I bought
Anyway.
my dragon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
I
forgot
love
you bought
my
a dragon
dragon.
from that guy. Yeah.
So cool.
Anyway,
Which Jacqueline named Carrot.
so his stuff was awesome.
Carrot the
And
dragon.
after the event on Saturday, like later that night, he messaged me on Facebook and was like, "Hey man, I had a great time. It was a good day. Please count me in for Free Comic Book Day." And I was like, "I think I'm out of space, but yes, 100%. Come on out. We will figure it out."
We will.
I am not sure. I know we've got from the end of the sidewalk where we are all the way down to the bar, and I talked to the folks at the bar, and if we need to encroach a bit, they are fine with that.
Yay, encroaching.
Because I think
Well,
Free
they
Comic
moved there.
Book Day
They- yeah,
is
they-
a big day for them as well. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of our guys go over there because it's so close, and the food's pretty good, and the people that I know that work there are awesome. So they also enjoy Free Comic Book Day.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did get a question about the New Jersey guy and how that worked out.
It was great. Like he came out, he had dollar books and like a bunch of other stuff, and he said he had a great time. Like
We didn't talk a lot.
I talked to him a little bit at the end of the show because his hand truck broke the night before the show, so he used mine to bring his books in and take his books out. But he said he had a great time. It was a good show for him, so I imagine he will be back next time we do this. I don't think he's in New Jersey. Like his Facebook profile thing said New Jersey, but he said he traveled 2 hours to get here, so that was clearly not New Jersey.
Well, I mean, it's probably Baltimore, so
Yeah, that's my guess.
Baltimore, New Jersey.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, but yeah, he was a super nice guy. I know what it looked like to me was the 3 other comic vendors spent a lot of time digging through each other's stuff.
Yeah, I also noticed that. Yeah, I also noticed there was a lot of that going on.
The crowd was not as big as I'd hoped, but I think we can fix that next year.
Yeah, we'll have more lead time. We won't do it in April.
Yeah, I think February. February, when it's cold and nobody wants to be outside, is a much better time to do this kind of show.
Yeah, you have a whole lot of sports going on, and then it was last minute, and there was right up the road there was a car show, and there was a lot of stuff going on in Powhatan on Saturday. So we'll get all that straight. But yeah, so Free Comic Book Day's coming up, and then we have our subscriber something or another, which I'll be figuring it out probably this weekend.
I was like, we're gonna have to print the flyers to put in boxes on Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, so the subscribers will have the flyers in their box on Free Comic Book Day.
Yep.
So they'll be in one of either your bags, or I'll have a bag in there with it. But we'll get that put together. I've got to figure out exactly what I want to do, but it will be that Friday night, June 2nd, I believe. I think it's Friday night.
Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
The first Friday in June, which I believe is the 2nd, it will be at 7:30. So we will close at 7, and then we'll reopen back at 7:30. So
can I participate in the sale?
Sure.
Thanks. Just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
And I had to do it on live. That way, if you said no, it would look really mean.
Yes. Tess will be part of the sale.
She will be our first person but we're going to follow in the Boom Studios path of auctioning off people. So we'll auction off Tess for a day's worth of social media consultation.
Yep.
Man, I guess looking back at that was just a bad look, right?
I mean, it's still funny.
It's still funny. Yeah.
Anyway. I think the bad part was I don't think they told Morgan they were going to auction her off because she looked terrified.
She did. Yeah.
And when we saw her a few months ago, I didn't even bring it up.
No.
Like I thought about it. I was going to be like, "Hey Morgan, remember that time we almost bought you?" But I was like, "You know what? I'm going to be cool."
Yeah. Actually, I think she brought it up because I think someone asked during that auction, were they going to at Comics Pro, we do a charity auction, basically. Yep. So all the retailers give something. We had a whole bunch of CGC books and stuff this year, but a few years ago, basically Boom Studios auctioned off one of their people. And if you won, she came to your store for a day and basically helped you with the store with like marketing and stuff like that. It was actually a really cool idea. I mean, she went for like $3. No, I mean, it was.
Yeah, we got outbid pretty quickly.
Yeah. She went for a pretty high.
It was
price.
Like $4,000 or something,
yeah, it was
right?
Like 4 or 5. Yeah,
it was a lot.
Now what Boom does, and I mean, because she's really good at what she does. Morgan is phenomenal.
She works at Skybound now.
Yep, she works at Skybound.
Yep.
But I think now Boom does ads. They auction off ads in the back of their book. So.
And this year, the amount got so high that usually it's a month of ads. Right. Like you get a full page ad in our books for a month. And they did it. I don't remember if it was 2 or 3 months because the amount got so high. Philip from Boom was like, you know what? We'll expand it. We'll give you more.
Yeah.
And Anyway, It's a good time.
Anyway, yeah.
Super fun.
So yeah, so you're going to show up on the
I will be there.
subscriber sale? Wow, cool.
Well, I was going to be there anyways.
Oh.
I just wanted to be a part of things.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Always. So we'll be doing something for subscribers, but really it's kicking off our 36th year anniversary. Right, 36 years. Right.
Is it 36 or
Yes.
37?
36.
36.
87.
Okay. Next year will be 37
Correct. This
in,
year is
in a row.
36 years this year.
Okay.
Started in 87, 1987.
Yep.
Have you heard of that year, 1987?
No,
Okay.
actually. I have not.
So anyway, we'll be kicking off with subscribers. We'll be doing some kind of sale and stuff for subscribers. Like I said, for subscribers, you'll find that information in your box on Free Comic Book Day.
Mhm.
And you'll need to keep that slip of paper, though. I will tell you that.
Yeah, it's basically going to be like a ticket to get in.
Yeah, it's going to be your golden ticket to get in for that sale.
Mhm.
So, and that's how I also know if you're in good standing with your box.
Yeah.
Because on the second, if your ticket's still in there, that means it's been.
Yeah, if like I've been a little more tight on like making sure that people come in on a regular basis to get their books because the world has gotten a little more tight and things are a little difficult financially for everyone. And like it's understandable if people can't come in and pick up their books in a timely manner. But
We
if
just
they,
need to know.
if they don't let me know, then I assume that they have disappeared off the planet because that's happened to me a lot in the past. And in the past, I've given people a lot of leeway. And I don't do that so much anymore.
Yeah, that'll be a whole nother show.
Yeah.
That'll be a whole nother show where we talk about. We'll probably should talk about like ordering from beginning to end and why.
And that might
These
not be a
things
show.
are
That
important.
might just be a video that we record.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
It won't be one of the. It won't be live.
Yeah, it won't be live. It'll be
that
something that we record, and we'll go through previews and FOC and all
And,
that.
yeah, we'll just go through our whole ordering mechanism. But anyway, so then it'll just lead on into the weekend, which would be like some kind of sale weekend.
Yeah.
We'll do something else for outside subscribers for our anniversary sale.
Yeah, we'll probably announce all of it Free Comic Book Day or
We won't announce everything Free Comic. Like
Okay.
the stuff that we do for that Saturday, we won't announce until later. Because I think what some of the stuff we're going to do for subscribers will be way
right. We'll let subscribers know what's going on, but typically if we have a sale on Saturday, we don't put out the details until like the Wednesday before.
Yeah.
So
like the last day of May 30th, people will know what's going to go on Saturday, but subscribers will kind of know what's going on Free Comic Book Day. But what we'll probably do for them will probably be a little better than what we do for the general public.
Might even be a lot better depending on
just
what it
saying.
is.
Yeah.
We'll
Just
see.
saying.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I'm just saying.
We like to reward the people who have stuck with us
For years.
for years. Yeah.
Right.
And we a lot of our subscribers are people that we think a lot of and are really thankful that they have stuck with us all these years.
So yeah, we got that going on, and then
Yes, Bill, you will be sworn to secrecy. Mhm.
I still have your Ghost Rider book, Bill. sorry, just joking. So then that's going on. Then once we get through that and we get through the sale, then we'll start figuring out Fall Festival.
Fall Festival, yeah.
Yay.
So that'll
Yep.
be the next thing. So we'll all get together and start working on Fall Festival. No fair. So that'll be the next thing. I think that'll be the last thing for us this year. I mean, I'm sure we'll do something else, but the Fall
Mhm.
Festival ended up being pretty good last year.
Yeah, it was awesome. We didn't know what to expect, and people really came out for it.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
That was like my second day on the job.
I know. we could tell because you had the big anime eyes all day. You're like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she hasn't seen a Free Comic Book Day
No.
yet.
I
So
haven't.
yeah,
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, yeah. But we'll do another big Fall Festival, and then as Tommy mentioned, once we get through that, then we'll start planning Powhatan.
Powhatan for next year.
So we'll basically have 3 events going at all times now.
Mhm.
Those
Yay.
3 events will be what we're constantly working on outside of here. Oh, I guess the other big thing is our July promotion.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
which we brought it up before, but I'm going to bring it up again. So July 4th, we're actually going to be closed on July 4th. Well, we're going to all be here. We're going to be closed. I'm going to let you in if you show up. So I'm just letting you know. Tess can ring you up. But we are basically taking out all 400 short boxes of back issues that we have in here, and we'll be bringing in a new set of 400 short boxes of back issues.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
So I am just muscle.
And we've got our team of pricers on it. They are really working hard.
There are like 8 of them.
Yeah, all of
Mhm.
them are personalities in my head.
No, my insurance company won't allow me to put just randos people to work.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, and I one of our regulars, Rob Bob, he and I talked about this the other day. Because he was like, so you're gonna do the big switcheroo, and I was like, yes sir, I am. And he was like, well, if you need any help pricing books, and I was like, Rob Bob, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little bit of a weirdo when it comes to pricing books. I don't really, it's gonna sound terrible, I don't really trust anybody else to price books the way I price them. So I kind of just want to do it myself.
We've been doing it too long.
Yeah.
We've been doing it too long, and we have a way that we do it here. So.
Yep. Yep. And so like, yes, it's a daunting task. And yes, the window to get it all done is somewhat narrow, but I would rather do it myself. I would rather not sleep for a couple of weeks and get it done on my own, and know that I did it the way that I wanted it done.
I did it my way.
Exactly.
Next week we should do karaoke.
Should we now?
So you're going to do the
So
show
I'm
next
gonna
week?
do karaoke.
All right, so you heard it. Tess just says she's doing karaoke next week.
I think
Maybe.
So we need suggestions of what songs you would like
What
to hear
songs?
Tess sing next week.
I think if we can get Gregory to stick around, we can go get some Krakoa Koki. Krakoa Koki? I don't know. I don't know how to say that.
I don't know.
Wow.
X-Men related songs. I don't know.
You know what? If Gregory watches this, you know he's staying next week. If
Yeah. If you guys do karaoke, I feel like he would be
Would
in.
you be interested in karaoke?
you're more than welcome to do all the karaoke you want.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop you.
That's so cool.
Actually, I'm more than welcome to have you and Gregory just take over next week.
That might be a lot of fun. I don't know. I must converse with Gregory.
Yeah, it's either going to be one or two things. Things that go really well, or no one will show up and crush all the spirits.
Yep.
See, here's the difference. Like Tommy and I have been around for a while. We expect no one to ever do anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, honestly, like the people that have been commenting today, I'm like, I appreciate that, guys. Didn't expect it.
Yeah, I think it's Scott and Bill. I think Scott and Bill has been who's
Yeah, but you know what? Like, we do this because we entertain each other.
exactly.
If you are also entertained, that's a bonus.
That's a bonus. Yeah. So yeah, please. Yeah, whatever you come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm always good for whatever.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just got to do the spiel with Free Comic Book Day and all that at some point
course,
in
of
there
course.
too.
Yeah, we're gonna be promoting that pretty
Yeah, dude.
heavy the next couple of weeks.
Free Comic Book Day.
Free comic book.
Yep.
Go back and splice this so like every 10 seconds a thing for Comic Book Day.
All
So,
right, Tess has to sing the theme song to Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
I don't know it. I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, it's easy. It's only like
we'll
3 words.
find you a vat of Chemical X, and everything else will take care of itself.
Yay!
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It'll be good.
I'm sure you would be Bubbles. Almost positive you would be Bubbles.
I don't know. Gregory might be Bubbles.
Well, if you had those two, I mean, that's fair. That's anyway, yeah. Well, Gregory doesn't know anything but Disney songs anyway, so
We would be singing Disney songs. Duh.
I know you would.
You would.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he knows.
Valid.
And boy, does he sing them a lot.
A lot. Yeah. If
Yeah.
you've ever been in here, you've heard Gregory sing.
So my friend Rachel,
It's also 7:45.
What?
I get it. I know. I understand. I saw the clock and I was like, I'm gonna talk anyway. So my friend Rachel has a daughter, and when our kids were little, when she and Logan were tiny baby people, her whole life was a musical. Like that is what I learned. If you have a daughter who is 9 years old or younger, your life is a musical because that child is gonna sing nonstop.
Gregory just never outgrew that.
I
did he?
feel like Gregory is a 9-year-old girl.
That's fair.
As far as like his life is a musical, because like I'll hear some mumbling from around the corner, and as he turns the corner, he's singing again.
It's worse when you guys aren't here because I joined in.
Yeah, I've put on musicals, and suddenly it's a sing along.
It is, yeah.
So I also know it's time, but since that was said, so I had a friend from work come in here last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back in the office. He goes, I don't know what the hell's going on in your store. He goes, but they're running around everywhere. Yes.
We do run a lot.
Yes. I don't think that they quite grasp the number of people I know that actually come here and that I work with.
That's weird. What are you running from?
I think I was pretty sure I had to explain that they were probably TikToking.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All
it was
right.
really bad on Friday because we were filming that like book for every letter of the alphabet.
Oh,
we,
yeah.
For some reason, we're really stressed about it, so we were like running all over.
Okay.
So
All right.
You were really stressed about finding a book with an alphabet.
it was not. It
In a
was more like
bookstore.
high energy. Like we have to pick the perfect one.
That the books are in alphabetical order. All right. Yeah, sure.
Well, I guess that is a perfect place to end.
Yep,
I
we're
think.
gonna go there. All right. So once again, thanks for joining us. If you liked any of this, or even if you didn't like it, subscribe, follow, and keep coming back and saying hateful things to us because we don't care. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. In case you didn't know, YouTube doesn't care if those comments are ugly or not. They don't.
That's true.
They just want you to have them. Yeah. So like, subscribe, and keep following. And thanks a lot. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Yay.